Hey guys, hey guys, hey guys, hey, 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 hey. Hello, foodie booties. Hey everybody, it's me, Zach! Hi, hello, how are you doing? I'm also back with Poe. He's in this blanket. If it starts moving, if he starts moving, I just don't want anybody to be alarmed, but he's my little dog if you're new here. And if you're new here, then you may not know that my approach to covering Chantal Marie, Chantal Show, Foodie Booty, Floppy Bobby, The Daily Chantal, The Beezer Show, Big Beautiful Me, Everyday Miriam, Chantal Al Rafe, Chantal period, Foodie Dookie, Floppy Bobby, the one, the only Foodie Booty. My approach to covering her is that I used to keep up with her constantly. I knew everything that was happening in her life as she posted on the internet. And to that extent, I only knew the things that she posted on the internet. I'm not one to like go seek out stuff past what she puts on her YouTube channel usually. But anyways, all that to say is I don't do that anymore. I like to just check in whenever I see something funny pop off on Twitter, whenever I feel like seeing what kind of nonsense she's up to. And this past weekend, last weekend, I don't know, the weekend of Valentine's Day, alright? The Valentine's Day weekend, she did something that I just cannot stop thinking about. I saw a clip on Twitter and it's all I can think about. And I just wanted to come here and update the people on my channel and make sure that they know just kind of about the most important thing that's ever happened on her channel. Now you might be wondering what that is because a lot of stuff did happen with Chantal this past weekend and or continues to happen, to be honest with you. You know, you might be thinking, wow, yeah, she did do a live stream on Valentine's Day and spent a lot of time ranting and raging. And you might be like, oh yeah, Zach's probably gonna come on here and talk about how she changed her whole entire story about the situation type of deal where her alleged husband cheated on her and talked about wanting to take shits on women.
Okay, actually, what we're gonna do? Let's run down the history. They like to come for me. They like to come for me and say that our relationship is shit. He doesn't love me because of some DMs that happened a year ago. By the way, I want to add to that. That was the time. I'm not excusing anything, but at this point, people are more pressed about it than we are, and it's our relationship. Number one, I was supposed to move back to Canada permanently, okay? He didn't know when the hell he was going to see me again, and he was lonely. But that's not excusing it. But we were kind of separating because I wasn't supposed to come back ever.
Yeah, so apparently she changed her whole story about that and said that they were on a break or that she thought that they were going to be breaking up or something like that. I don't know. Actually, honestly, truly, Charlie Gold, who covers Amberlynn, Chantal, Quirky Love Rosie, amongst others. Charlie actually did a good video covering all of that and pointing out that it's all lies. It's all just a bunch of lies, which is like what we really come to expect from Miss Chantal Marie Chantal Show. But yeah, she did essentially say that nothing happened the way that we all think things happened. And that essentially, she went back to Canada because she thought she was leaving her husband for good. And so it wasn't cheating because they weren't really together. And also people could just fake those screenshots, even though she said that Sala admitted to it in the live stream at the time. But anyways, I could come on here and talk about that, but no, that's not what we're here to talk about. That's not what we're here to talk about today. That is the furthest thing from my mind, to be honest with y'all. Haven't thought about it, haven't really considered it. That's just more of Chantal lying about her alleged relationship with Sala, and I honestly, I think Sala will come into play when it comes to the thing I want to talk about, but it's not that. So then you might be like, well, the other big thing that happened to Miss Chantal Marie Chantal Show was that she went to a doctor and he basically was like, hey girly pop, your diabetes is out of control and you can no longer continue to eat the way that you are. So now you need to stop doing mukbangs and get on a new diet.
One other thing I want to say is that, and this is major for my channel, okay? It's freaking hot in here. One thing that's major, and that's, I'm not going to be eating on camera. Mukbangs are just, they're so easy, and they're just such easy content. You know, you get to eat good food, you get to conversate, you get to talk about whatever, and it's not gonna mix with my new thing I'm trying here. First of all, the things I'm gonna be consuming are not gonna be mukbang worthy, and it's gonna kind of give away what I'm doing, and I don't want to just, no, I don't.
And it's kind of funny because, you know, she made these promises of not doing mukbangs or things like that anymore. She was like, oh, no more food content on my channel. And honestly, truly, 30 minutes before I started filming this video today, she already has a video out of her getting fast food and eating it, but like framing it as like, oh, here are healthier takeout options.
And I got a sausage, egg McMuffin, so not the sausage. So one egg McMuffin in Kuwait, when you put it in MyFitnessPal, you have to put Kuwait, because it has like a piece of smoked turkey and not ham. So I'm so hungry. Egg, cheese, smoked turkey, bismillah, 288 calories. So I know I'm in this like perpetual cycle of like talking about my diet, doing mukbang, saying what I'm gonna eat, whatever I want. You know, one extreme to the other always, and then I try to find a middle ground, blah, blah, blah. I've even been to a doctor, and I'm still struggling. Like, I'm still struggling with what I'm supposed to do, with eating very clean. Like, you know, I brought up a lot of things to the doctor about my binge eating disorder, but from a diabetes perspective, you know, there's certain ways I should be eating. And the doctor said the number one thing, if you can't do anything else, just really, try to pick healthier choices if you're going to eat out, which is what I'm doing. And
here's the gag, Chantal. Eat whatever the fuck you want, but like, you don't have to eat takeout. You don't have to do that. That's not a requirement. You can eat healthier options at home that don't involve takeout, but you know what? She's lost if she doesn't have food-related content to make on her channel, which has always honestly been an issue. Actually, for as long as I've covered her, I've always said, because she used to say back in the day, back when I first started covering her, she used to swear up and down, and maybe she still does, and I just don't keep up with her often enough, but she used to swear up and down back in the day that it was 100% possible to both do mukbangs and lose weight, and she really thought that those two things would go hand in hand. And I always said, like, this makes no sense. Like, when you build your channel around eating food, there's no way that you're going to be able to have like a healthy relationship with food in the way that you think. You know, it's just not possible when you've monetized the things that you eat every day. So anyways, you might think that I'm just gonna come on here. You might have thought, Zach probably has a lot of thoughts and feelings about this new dietary cycle that Miss Ma'am is on. And I appreciate that. I appreciate that you would think that I would cover something reasonable like that. That's not just like rude and crude and and bad humor. But no, what I'm really here to do is that a person that I follow and have followed when it comes to Chantal Marie content on Twitter, a person named DX that I followed for a very long time, shared a clip that I'm about to share with you of Chantal letting out the most sinister, just absolutely sinister Shart.
Now,
and when I say I have not been able to stop thinking about this Shart, when I say that I have not been able... Oh my god, this sounds like somebody outside sharted, but that was just a car. When I say that I have not been able to stop thinking about Miss Chantal Marie Shart, I really haven't. It's been on my mind. If you join me on Twitch, I think I brought it up every day that I've streamed so far this week. And I really said, I have to get this out in a video so I can just put it to rest. I've got to stop thinking about Chantal sharting. And then it's like, you know, there's been a lot of questions about where Sala has been, and part of me is like, is she trying to lure him back? Is she trying to, like, hold down the fort? Is she trying to, like, solidify their relationship? Is she trying to say, like, forget about Kai Bella, you got Sharts at home? Like, I'm sure Chantal Marie Sharts are way different than any kind of Sharts that Kai Bella would do. Although I don't know Kai Bella's game like that at all. Not even a little bit. I don't know what her Shart game looks like. But part of me is like, oh, she's trying to keep her alleged husband. Because if you don't know, the whole cheating scandal thing that I brought up earlier is all like Sala wanting to take shits on Kai Bella. But that does raise the question, does he like it on him? And maybe Chantal is barking up the wrong tree by sharding on stream. Just crazy. And you know, honestly, we probably could bring this back to the diet as well, because I'm sure if she did, like, get a little bit more of a balanced diet and stopped eating so much takeout, that we'd probably not get as many Sharts on her live streams, because this is not the first time she sharded. Actually, I was talking about it in my Twitch chat and remembered that back when she visited Thailand months ago, that she sharded in the bed and she just left it there for the hotel staff to clean up, those poor folks. So I am like, you know what? Miss Ma'am has a history of this, but it could get cleared up if she could take care of her diet, maybe. I don't know what her bowel situation looks like, nor do I want to ask too many questions. Like, I think in some cases it's better to just be ignorant about some stuff, you know? I think I also read somewhere, and maybe I'll try to look for a clip confirming this, but I also read that she tried to blame it on Julia.
It was Julia. I couldn't make it to the mute button. Hey, Caprese. So lost gagging. Eat fruity vegetables, move. I know I have to do that. The Santa Fe sauce. Yeah, no more of that. I think it's that Indian restaurant. It was Julia. Juice. Juice. Stop foo-foo. Don't foo-foo juice. Yoga. Imagine doing the downward dog when you get gas.
And I just want to say, like, ain't no cat I ever heard in the world ever made a noise like that. Ain't no cat ever made a noise like that. And if your cat's making noises like that, I feel like you need to get it checked out. I mean, from time to time, I'll hear a little, and listen, I'm sure he doesn't like me sharing his business like this, but from time to time, I'll hear a little postive doodle-doo, let out a little toot here. They are the quietest, like, most unassuming toots. Like, if you weren't paying attention closely, you might not even hear them. And so I'm just like, don't put that on your cat. Don't put that on Miss Julia. Please be fucking serious, Chantal. Like, for real, for real. But anyways, all of that to say is, I think a lot about Miss Ma'am and Chantal. Chantal is Miss Ma'am in this case. I think a lot about Chantal and just like, what does she do successfully on her channel? Have successful relationships? No. Many failed relationships, you know? Many failed relationships, and hard to say if her current relationship is, like, going well. I mean, I still don't buy their relationship. I don't know what each of them is in it for, but it certainly doesn't feel like they're in it for, like, actual serious love or things like that. And you know, she's had many failed diets. I don't know that she's ever been successful on any of the diets. Probably even to a lesser extent than Miss Amberlynn Reed. Because I think I have seen Amberlynn, like, do some level of losing weight and stuff like that. Even if she eventually does fail at it. Chantal is almost immediately failing at all times. Like, I don't think I've ever seen her successful at any kind of diet plan she's ever been on. But you know, when I think about things that she is successful at. And maybe she really, you know, she's trying to get away from mukbang content because her doctor told her the diabetes is too bad, diva. You can't keep eating like this. Maybe the content she needs to hone in on and focus on is sharting. Maybe, and maybe that's not for YouTube. Maybe she might need to take that to another platform somewhere else. I don't know how TOS friendly, you know, sharting on camera is. I don't know if she could make a whole channel out of that. But I think there's something there that she should explore, because if there's something this woman is good at, it's a sinister shart. Because I have not stopped thinking about it since I watched the clip on Twitter. I really have it. It really has stayed with me all this time. Days later, I'm still thinking about Chantal sharting, just letting her ass rip. Just really letting it all go. And I think there's something there. You know, it's already a part of her brand. I can see the move that she can make so easily. And I'm just like, let's hone in on that, Chantal Marie. Let's hone in on that, Chantal show. Come on. You know, lean into what you're good at. You lean into what you're good at. Are you good at relationships? I don't think so. Are you good at diets? Certainly not. But are you good at letting your ass rip on camera? Absolutely. Absolutely. So lean into that. Well, I mean, there are other things she's good at. Like, she's good at being a bigot, too, but I don't want her to lean into that. I don't want her to lean into bigotry. But, you know, everybody farts. Maybe not everybody sharts. Maybe not everybody's on here on stream sharting. But certainly everybody farts. Everybody farts sometimes, you know? So, I don't know. Just some helpful advice. I know it's unsolicited advice. She certainly doesn't have to take it. But I do think there's room for new content. And that new content is her sharting and terrorizing the internet with her sharts. I really think she could be good at that. Anyways, this is just a silly video from me today. I don't even know. Listen, I'm a shit and pissing and farting channel, so I have to maintain the brand loyalty to my channel. And so if we're going to be a piss and shit and farting channel, it feels like I need to cover Miss Chantal Marie sharting. Is sharting, is it even going to be TOS friendly for me to put shart in the title of this video? I've said shart like 1,200 times at this point too, so I hope this is TOS friendly. It's certainly not family friendly, but I never mark my videos as being family friendly, so that's not a problem, or shouldn't be a problem. Anyways, I think that's all I have. Today. I hope you all enjoyed today's video. I certainly had a good time. If you enjoyed today's video and you're brand new to my channel, consider subscribing down below. Hit the bell button so you get a notification every single time I post a new video. Make sure to leave me a comment, hit like, click share, and follow me on all my social media. I love you all so much, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!